Hello everybody and welcome to Trivia Tuesdays, a brand new series where I get to empty the vast amounts of completely useless information that I have locked straight up in here for your entertainment every Tuesday, of course. The weekly thing, see if you like it. Let's get on with the show. Sharwood's launched its Bund sauces without realising that in Punjabi, Bund is a word perilously close to a different one, meaning arse. Parker Penn's slogan, avoid embarrassment, use quink, when translated into Spanish came out as avoid pregnancy, use quink. Plessy here and Jeezy had a joint company in France called GPT, which when pronounced in France would be very similar to j'ai pété. That's right, too close to call to j'ai pété, meaning I have farted. MITSUBISHI launched its Pajero four-wheel drive car without realising that Pajero is Spanish for wanker. Computer company Wang ran an advert in Australian TV that said the slogan, Wang cares. It lasted for just one day. KFC's world-famous slogan, finger licking good, was accidentally mistranslated into Chinese as eat your fingers off. Ford's car, the Pinto, couldn't be sold in Brazil, as Pinto is a slang word for small penis. Electrolux was obliged to abandon its slogan, nothing sucks like Electrolux. The lager Coors had a slogan, turn it loose, which was translated into Spanish as suffer from diarrhea. Pepsi had a slogan, come alive with the Pepsi generation, which when they translated into Chinese became Pepsi brings your ancestors back from the grave. Similarly, the name Coca-Cola was at first Kikukila in Chinese, which was translated as bite the wax tadpole or female horse stuffed with wax, depending on the dialect. The Rolls-Royce Silver Mist range had to be renamed for the German market because mist means dung in German. Puff's tissues didn't sell well in Germany because puff, in German, means brothel. The German hardware store Gotzen opened them all in Turkey, but then had to change the name because Gott means bum in Turkish. The Italian mineral water, Trafficante, means drug dealer in Spanish. Honda here launched their new car, the Fitter, in Scandinavia, only to find that in Danish, Swedish and Norwegian, Fitter is slang for a vagina. Ford again, their Comet was renamed the Caliente in Latin America, which literally means hot, as in temperature. However, of course, it is also used slang for horny. They also had another problem in Latin America, where the Fiera means ugly old woman. When Mazda here launched the Laputa, they didn't realise that Puta was, of course, Spanish for prostitute, which meant that the advertising slogan that said that the Laputa is designed to give maximum utility in minimum space whilst delivering a smooth, comfortable ride suddenly took on a whole new meaning. A Nike TV commercial for her hiking shoes was shot in Kenya using Samburu tribesmen, one of whom was caught mouthing in the native Ma, I don't want these, give me big shoes. NISSAN launched the Moco before realising that Moco is Spanish for mucus. Frank Purdue's chicken was advertised in Mexico with the slogan, it takes a tough man to make a tender chicken, but they mistranslated it into Spanish and it came out as, it takes a tough man to make a chicken aroused. That's suddenly a very different company. The American slogan for Salem, feeling free, was mistranslated into Japanese, and it's quite a long one, so I'm going to have to read this out. Because it was translated into Japanese as, when smoking Salem, you feel so refreshed that your mind seems to be free and empty. I didn't know they were packing drugs into these things. Hunt Wesson introduced its Big John's product in Canada as Gros Joss, which of course is slang for big breasts. Samarin, a Swedish remedy for upset stomachs, ran an ad that was a series of 3 pictures. The first was of a man looking sick, the second was of him drinking the product, and the third was him looking okay. The advert also ran in Arabic countries, where people read from right to left. Oops. Toyota launched its MR2 model in France without realising that it would be pronounced MR2, which is perilously close to merde, meaning shit. Sums up the car, really. Bacardi launched a product called Pavillon to mean a French chick, without realising that in German it means baboon. When Gerber here started selling baby food in Africa, they continued their tradition of putting the cute baby on the front, like they have right here. But then they were obliged to change it when they discovered that in Africa, the custom is to put pictures of the contents of the food on the labels. The Jolly Green Giant was once mistranslated into Arabic as intimidating green ogre. And finally, when Braniff was boasting about its leather seats in its adverts, what was flying leather became the Spanish for fly naked. What the hell? KFC's world famous slogan. Try again. Similarly, the name Coca-Cola was the Rolls-Royce Silver Mist range had to be the Rolls-Royce Silver I can't say. So, what did you think of the first video? I do apologise for the slightly orange tinge we have. We have very cheap lighting here. We're not a budget production. And also that explains the laptop here, which is plugged in. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, do give it a like, give it a comment, and let me know. I mean, what are your catastrophic product failures like this? Share them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. So, see you next Tuesday.